No, you're good. I just needed to stop the recording going. But so you're curious on how to stop, how to fix a backlog problem, right? That's what your ex I posted. So guys don't know, I put ideas and whatever, like video ideas for later vids. And the reason they came to me, there's, let's see, how to fix the backlog. There was a great video that says, oh, how to fix your backlog. And one of them he said is that delete all the games you're not playing. And I was like, that's genius, because then you have to finish the thing you're doing. And it's just doing something as small as going out of your way to do stuff. Because there was another video that had a similar thing as like delete apps and then that are distracting or whatever. And then you may have to re-download them every time. And guess what? If something just feels inconvenient, you're not even gonna bother because you were just lazy. And I was like, oh my god. And the same thing is, it's a great advice. It's something that's even done because, you know, I did weightlifting and I did wrestling. Another thing they told us when it came to food or stuff is like, try to make something as inconvenient as possible, or make it as out of the way when it comes to like bad foods or snacks. Like, oh, put it like in the top corner, or put it in something where you have to get a chair or whatever, or you put a lock on it. It's simple. Or maybe writing a note, like, and you could, like, nothing's really stopping you. What's stopping you is that you're all lazy. Like, you only do it because it's a habit. But if you start breaking the habit, then you don't even want to do it anymore. And if you're going out of the way, that's expending energy, and then you start to physically realize, whoa, I have a problem, right? But more with those things, it's like, if you, again, try to make it as much a pain in the ass to not do it. And that's one good advice is, man, delete your backlog, or not delete games you are not playing, and try to actually have like a schedule, like genuine trying to schedule it. And here's the other thing is, don't force yourself to play stuff, and don't force yourself to play something you don't want to, right? But here's the thing, if you're not gonna play it, okay, maybe find a good day, whatever. But if you can't seem to get back into whatever, don't try to force yourself to play something you don't like. Also, do not try to 100% something. You will burn yourself out. That's another good advice, right? Like, you can always go back to it later. What really matters is that you clear your backlog and be like, ah, yes, you know. That's another great video that said, oh, you don't have to 100% complete everything, right? And I agree with that statement. Like, if you're really enjoying it, you're gonna play it. A good example, I actually like Resident Evil 3 Revenge. I didn't get fucking playing it. But one that I discovered that I thought was great is, do not add to your wish list. Maybe don't empty it. And if you do empty it, like, keep games that are indie and you think deserve your money. Keep those in there. Any big, super popular game, don't even add. Like, good example, I don't have the Call of Duties. I want to get the DLC because I know I will always get them. There will always be people to play that shit, and I'll always have people to play, like, no big deal. And I'll get them like, oh yeah, whatever. And I'll never add them to my wish list. That's what I do personally. I want my head to be clear. And yeah, I could look at sales, this and that, but like, sometimes you have to stop. And another thing is, stop looking at the latest news for gaming. Do not give a single shit about anything that's coming out. Like I said, unless something's popping and it's indie and it's cheap and deserves your money, go for it. Outside of that, guess what? That game is always going to be waiting for you. That game's going to be new to you. And what's even better, if you're a streamer, it might pop off more because you're going to play it when nobody else cares, and fans are going to see it, your own fans, and then random people are like, oh, you know, I want about this game, you know, whatever. And then, oh shit, Loki's popping up. Believe it or not, unless you're one of the big ones, there's no reason to buy a game day one, especially it's a big title, you know. But yeah, that's my personal advice is clear out your wish list. Don't ever add more, touch, or whatever. Like, and maybe unless it's a legacy title, this or that, but really focus on your backlog. That's where I'm at now. And you know what? I've been a lot happier. Like, because then your wish list isn't a perpetually long thing. You're just like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. And if anything, especially with new stuff, you'll probably just buy it in a humble bundle anyways. Why spend that much money? Why genuinely spend that much money? Right now, we're in the era of the AAA, indie, and people playing old school stuff. No one gives a shit about anything new. They barely make anything new. The PS5 has absolutely no fucking games. So that's my best advice. Is one of the things to add to those two videos is clear your wish list. Just have empty head and don't try to keep up. Like, and to a lot of people, like, I know some people base, oh, I already just play my emulator, this and that. It's like, they're already there. And guess what? I've been happier playing older titles. And here's the other thing that I recommend: start from the PS1 and then go generations up, and you start to have an appreciation for gaming a lot more, and you'll notice you're becoming a lot better, and you really appreciate the graphics. And on top of that, it's a lot easier to play old school games. Maybe there might be a hustle like, oh, you know, I've always wanted to try to learn how to emulate. Boom, you put in that effort that you would have wasted your money, this and that, or bullshit with modern games, but you're like, I just have to learn how to get the PS1 or PS2 emulator running. Maybe it takes 1 to 3 hours max. You're golden. You get your games, and you find a way how to legally copy it from your collection. That's why it takes 1 to 3 hours depending. And then you're like, holy shit, I'm just having fun. It's worth it. Emulation is one of the greatest things you could do, hands down. And then guess what? You get to play these old games better before, like remaster. Like, good example, some people, like, if you learn how to do it, like, oh fuck it. But I mean, if you're not as savvy, then fair enough. You can just whip out your PS2, plug it in, and then have a great time. I will say it does suck to buy a retro title, so don't try to spend your bank too. You know, you don't have to, but if you could start older, better. Like, maybe the oldest you have is a PS4. Just start with the first PS4 titles. You know, replay an old classic, replay a game you love, and then try playing in order from release. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I'm trying to get at. Really try to go through the sequence, and then you'll find you'll have fun. Like, start in a good one. Like, you know what? Let me replay Resident Evil 5. And you know what? I haven't played Yakuza. Let me go play Yakuza. And you realize it's easier. Try to always add a game you like in between. If you're getting a bit burned out, just put in a legacy title you like playing just to get that nostalgia, and then you'll realize you come refreshed. You know, but that's my whole advice on really helping with your backlog is ignore it. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm ignoring it. Like, I don't give a shit about Dragon's Dogma 2, and I called it because this shit's being trash. Like, just know that you're gonna get fucked. Just come in with the mentality you're going to get fucked. You're gonna get stolen $70. It's gonna launch like trash. When in 10 to 10 years, you're like, oh shit, there's a super deluxe edition, and it runs actually at 60 to 120, and it's not trash. Or you can just be like, you know what? I mess with PC a bit. I'm gonna get the PC version. Why the fuck would I play Dragon's Dogma at 30? Suck my nuts. But yeah, that's it. Main thing is, for sure, don't add to your wish list. If it's a super big omega popular title, bro, you already know that shit exists. there's no reason to wish list it. Wish listing to me exists more for games that you'll forget exist if you're not constantly reminded. That's the other way I would look at a wish list, really. You know, because you'll know when there's a big ass fucking sale. They always tell you, oh, here's Black Friday, oh, here's Christmas holiday sale. But yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you think, Val? Because for me personally, I find like my wish list is what keeps adding to the fucking backlog. And don't try to look at sales, just ignore that shit. I mean, for me, it's easy because now I'm broke. I have no choice. That's the other thing too, so I'm fucked.
I thought it was going to be a better plan.
Well, there's a video that says how to clear your backlog. It's better than mine, but I wanted to add to it. It's your wish list. Just touching that shit. Stop going on PSN. Don't even go on there unless you know you're going to go buy a specific game that's on sale with $4. Don't even touch the PSN store.
Funny thing is, like, between work and gaming, it's like I don't even buy new games. That's not how my backlist is getting bigger and bigger. The backlist is because I really have been touching it. Like, the only game I would love to get finished is Gotham Knights.
Same. Oh, here's another thing. To add, just watch a video explaining why Gotham Knights is one of the greatest, and then you get hyped to play the fucking game, and then you go play that shit. So there you go. Again, start with older. That's what happens to me. I fucking hated Tekken 7. Every time I watch tournaments or a video, I'm like, damn, I want to go play some Tekken. So we all know this is fighting game players. It applies doubly so to retro games, because guess what? They're not gonna piss you off like Tekken Online. Like, you'll sit there and play Batman and be like, man, this game's sick, you know?
Watching all the cutscenes of all the different characters just to see.
Sometimes I'll be watching a random dialogue between Batman and Interview. I'm like, damn, now I want to play Arkham, you know? So there you go. That too.
Yes, I got the fulfillment-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. The type of games I've been really into, there's no real story mode. It's just all it is completion, to be honest.
Go play some SWAT, man. Go play the original. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I can't believe you have it, and I wish I should have checked how many hours you have on it. I still can't.
But yeah, there you go, you guys. That's how you do your backlog. Now we're going to return back to the podcast. Go check it out, you guys, and like, subscribe.